Hi, it's Ellen from Read Santa Clara, and I'm here to tell you all about the things that are in the package that Priya and I sent to you this month. So it's all about art, so I hope you'll enjoy doing the art projects. I love art. In fact, I love art so much, look, I even like to wear things that look like they're arty. The best thing about art is that there's nothing right or wrong. It's however you see the world, and that's the way it's been with art for thousands of years. Art can take you places and show you things you would never see yourself, can take you back to history and show you things that happened long, long ago. And what we have to remember about art is that it isn't really what it looks like. Now, if you look at this painting, what do you see? I see 3 peaches sitting on a shelf. But wait, they're not really peaches. What they really are is oil paint that the artist painted with a brush, put on to I think this is on board, my husband told me, on board that looks like peaches. But it's not really peaches, but you know what it is when you look at it. And it's the same thing, you don't have to make things look the way they really are. This is a painting on a book, and I bet you can tell what this is. This is a man, isn't it? But, I don't know, he doesn't have any arms. But he has legs, and I think he's walking someplace. So, you look at things, and you interpret what they are. So, we'll get on to our more stories and activities in a minute. But before we do, I wanted to tell you about our summer reading challenge for you. So in your packet, each person in your family got one of these cards, and I want you to write your first and last name right in the space. And then, or if you need to, a grown-up or an older brother or sister can write it for you. So every time you read, you put a sticker in one of the boxes. If you are, how old is it? If you are 6 years old or younger, then you get to put one sticker for every 15 minutes. If you're 7 years old or older, then you put a sticker for every 30 minutes you read. And what we want you to do is read for a total of 5 hours over the summer. And so that means that you would need to fill in, have 20 stickers if you're younger than 6 or younger, and 10 stickers if you're 7 or older. And here's the stickers. Priya sent everybody lots of stickers in the packet. So let's pretend that I just read for 30 minutes. So I'm going to take one of these stickers off, there we go, and I'm going to stick it right in this box. There we go. So that is what I get for having read 30 minutes. Now, I think there are 10 spots for stickers on the front of the paper, but look, there's a ton more on the back. So you read as much as you can and reward yourself for as many stickers as you can read. Then, by August 15th or sooner than that, if you have read the 5 hours, that you have the 10 stickers or the 20 stickers, then have a grown-up take a picture of your card with their phone, and on your card here there's a phone number for Read Santa Clara. They can text it to Read Santa Clara, and Priya can hardly wait to send you your prizes and more books. So enjoy your summer reading. This month, for those chapter book readers in the group, Priya is sending you chapter books, and I hope you'll enjoy what she sends you. Now, my daughter is going to make a guest appearance and tell you all about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Hi everyone, I wanted to talk a little bit about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl, because Roald Dahl was one of the authors who really got me excited about reading when I was younger. And this book is about a boy named Charlie who wins a golden ticket to go and visit a magical candy factory. So it's a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoy.
Now I'm going to show you this month's craft. It's based on this print by Pablo Picasso that's called Bouquet of Peace. He drew it and made it in 1958 for a peace march. And this is what your craft will look like when you're done with it. So let's get started. Let me show you what you have in your packet. You have your background paper. You have your flower stems that we'll glue on in a minute. You have your little tissue paper squares to make your flowers from. And then you have this piece of paper that will be for your hand. So you'll trace your hand on it and cut it out and glue it. And then you also have a glue stick in your packet. You'll need to find a pair of scissors and a pencil at home. And also there's an instruction sheet that has pictures that show every step to do your craft. Now I wanted to show you that if you don't have, it's probably a good idea to put something down because you're going to be using glue. So I want to show you that I just took a paper bag and cut the bottom out of it and folded it, and that's what I'm going to use to do my gluing on, so I don't have to worry about getting glue on my table. So to start, what you'll want to do is take each of your flower stems and put glue on them and put them on the paper. So you can use as many as you want. I'm going to do it upside down so you can see what I'm doing. They're a little bit long, so you can either cut them shorter or you can put them at an angle. And when I do it, I like to mix the colors up. There's 3 colors. There's a bright green, a dark green, and this kind of pale green. So if you mix them like this and crisscross them at the bottom, then when you put your hand on that you're going to trace, then that will cover up the stems at the bottom. So there we go. I'm just going to do 3. There's actually 6, but I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do all of them. So now we're going to put the flowers on. You can do it however you want. You can use plain squares or you can scrunch them up. The one thing that I discovered was that when you go to glue these, the tissue paper is very fragile. So put the glue on your paper and then put your square down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one as a square, and then this next one I'm going to scrunch all up like that, scrunch it up, and I'll put a little more glue in the middle of my square, and then I'm going to just kind of smash my scrunched up piece of paper down, and you can pull the top up if you want to make it a little more three-dimensional. See, I'm getting glue all over the place, so it's good I have my paper bag to rub it off on. Let's do one more. So put the glue down, put your paper square down. Let me see, what color do I want to use for this one? I think I want to use light pink. So then I'm going to scrunch it all up and put a dot of glue and smush it down. And so you can keep doing your stems and your flowers like that. And next we'll trace and cut out and glue the hand. My daughter Callie is going to volunteer her hand for me to trace. So can you put your hand down on there? So now all I do is I take my pencil and I just trace around her fingers. And it's kind of a rough drawing, and you can just smooth it out when you actually cut around it. Oops, got stuck there. Thank you, Callie. So this is what her hand looks like after it's been traced. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut it. And as I said, you might want to smooth it out a little bit. Even make it a little smaller. She's got pretty small hands, but when I did this the other time, I found that I had never really looked at where your fingers sort of connect to your hands and how deep those notches are, because they're actually different depending on which finger you're looking at. So I'm almost done here. You can see I'm making them not quite as wiggly as they were before. Callie, maybe you'll get the glue stick.
Yeah.
And you want to glue this, put the glue on and then glue it down for me?
Sure. Which direction do you want it from?
Should we do it like, let's do it like
Like
this, like that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so there you go.
Gotta put
Here.
this on your bag so
Yeah.
I don't make a mess. Like that?
Sure, perfect. And then you just lay it down and flatten it out. And there you go. There's your bouquet of peace. I hope you have a really fun time doing this craft. We had a lot of fun doing it. Take care. This month in your packet, you get a package of sidewalk chalk too. My daughter Callie is going to show you how much fun it is to draw on the sidewalk with chalk. You can do it any place, in your driveway, in your backyard, out on the street. We kind of like it in our neighborhood because people do chalk drawings on the sidewalk, and when we walk by we get to look at them and read what they said, and sometimes they send messages to us. What are you making, Callie?
I'm drawing a rose.
Well, that looks pretty good. So you can think about what you want to draw before you start. So she did a dark outline and now she's coloring in the petals with the lighter pink and a even lighter kind of fleshy tone. She's actually a pretty good artist, so don't feel intimidated by her work. She's very good. Are you going to write something too, Callie?
I'm going to. Do you want me to write something to show you what that looks like?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay. How about this?
Have a nice day. Very nice. And you know, people make really amazing works of art with chalk. It's called sidewalk chalk art. And I'll see if I can find something so that you can see what it looks like. Thanks, Callie. That looks great.
Yeah. It's fun to be outside and do some drawing, especially on a nice day like today. All done.
In your packet this month, too, we sent you some coloring pages. And these are artist coloring pages by an artist named Paul Clay. So this is one that I colored in a little bit of last night. It's all letters of the alphabet, but he's made them into a great design. And you can color this in a lot of different ways. You could just pick out certain letters to do, certain colors to use. You can just have fun with it. The one little bit of advice I have to give to you is if you pick each color that you pick, try to do a few all the way around the page with the same color, and that will make it more interesting and give you more variety. The other one is called Sensio, and it's a portrait of a person, but when I was looking at it, I haven't colored it in yet, I realized that his head sort of looked like the earth, like a globe of the earth. So I hope you have fun with those. You can use markers or crayons or colored pencils, whatever you have. Then the other thing that we're sending you are some drawing instructions from Ed Emberley's drawing page. Ed Emberley is a really fun children's book illustrator, and these are from his website, so if you like them, you can look up Ed Emberley and find even more. So I'm going to try to draw one of these. We'll see. I'm going to draw the octopus. And what he does is he makes everything out of simple shapes, and he takes you step by step, and he shows you which shape to do in which order. So the first shape he has is what I would consider to be like a half circle, like that. And then he says to put in 2 eye circles, like this. And then he wants you to color this all in, but I'm not going to do that right now because that would take too long. But you color it all in, and then he says to put in 2 dots right here for eyes. And then there's one thing left that an octopus needs to have, and that's its legs, isn't it? It needs 8 legs, and he wants his legs to all be like S's. So if you can draw an S, you can draw an octopus leg. So here we go. I'm going to count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's how you draw an octopus the Ed Emberley way. I wanted to tell you about a couple of really fun drawing websites that you can go to and you can draw along with the artist. In fact, I think this would be a fun thing for grown-ups to do with kids. All you need is pieces of paper and some markers or pencils or crayons or whatever you have to draw with at home. The first one is called Art Hub for Kids, and this is an Ewok cartoon that I drew following the directions. They're YouTube videos, and so step by step they show you how to draw every part of the picture, and there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of Star Wars things, there's flowers, there's ambulances, there's airplanes, helicopters, a ton of different choices of different things that you can draw. And the other one is with Mo Willems. It's called Lunch Doodles with Mo Willems. And Mo Willems is the one who wrote The Pigeon Needs a Bath and the Thank You book, the Elephant and Piggy books, which are some of my favorites. And you go to visit him in his studio. He's sitting at his big art table, and he shows you things and talks about how he makes his art, and then you doodle along with him while he does cartoons and you do your own cartoons. So I hope you enjoy those 2 websites. They're really fun. They're free, so have a great time. Well, it's time for me to say goodbye to you now. I hope you have a great time doing all the projects and looking at all the books that we sent you this month. And I'll be back next month with more fun things for you to do. Have a great time and take care and stay well. And I'm thinking of you. Bye-bye.